Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. And for this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, can you let me know the name of the specific constituency you are watching? As from, we want to know your constituency mate on this platform. Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Matiang'i today stormed Meru County in style.
Haya wananchi wa Timao, hamjambo. Mugeni. Nataka kuwauliza kitu moja kabla sijaanza kuzungumza. Unajua watu wanafikiri eti sisi ndio tunatembea Kenya tukiongea mambo ya one term. Mimi nataka kujua kama hapa mko namna gani. Harambee! Harambee! Munasemaje Timao? Eti namna gani? Basi wamesikia wale ambao wanafikiri eti sisi tunasema peke yetu. Wananchi, nataka mnipe dakika 3 hivi kwa sababu tumesimama hapa na mimi na washukuru hawa ndugu zangu wote.
And Fred Matiang'i was accompanied by Peter Munya.
Na pande ya bore Timao. Mnafurahia hiyo? Mikono wapi nione kama mmefurahia hiyo. Asante sana. Na amekuja na viongozi wengine, tafadhali mkimye tu niendelee. Sasa ukinionyesha mambo mingi, si unaongea hata wewe. Sasa amekuja kwa mwaliko wetu wa chama chetu cha PNU. Sawa sawa? Mnapenda chama cha PNU? Mnaipenda? Najua hiyo ndio chama yetu ambayo ilianzilishwa na mzee Kibaki, na alipostaafu mimi nikachukua uchukani wa hiyo chama. Sawa sawa? Sawa sawa? Sasa alituambia tumtembeze hapa Meru, sisi ni marafiki wake kama PNU, na sisi tukakubali, ndio mnaona tuko na yeye hapa. Munataka sisi kama PNU tufanye kazi na bwana Matiang'i? Unataka tufanye kazi na bwana Matiang'i? Unajua anagombea kiti ile kubwa ya Kenya, akuwe president wa 6 wa Kenya. Unataka hiyo? Unataka tufanye kazi na yeye? Mimi nataka kuona kwa mikono juu wale wanasema tuweze kufanya kazi na bwana Matiang'i. Mimi naona kauli moja hapa Meru. Mimi nataka nione mikono kweli kama mnakubali hiyo kwanza. Kila mtu yule anasikia nione. Mumemkubali bwana Matiang'i? Mumemkubali? Tufanye kazi na yeye. Tumuunge mkono atafute kiti ya rais wa Kenya. Wangapi wanasema hiyo ni sawa sawa? Na yeye.
And it was clear that the allies of Rigathi Gachagua skipped this event. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about Fred Matiang'i's tour today of Meru County. Because as we speak, Fred Matiang'i is being interviewed on Meru TV, one of the vernacular stations down there. Ladies and gentlemen, the visit by Fred Matiang'i to Meru is significant, politically speaking. But before we talk about it, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think the visit by Fred Matiang'i to Meru County is significant, politically speaking? For those who know the map of Kenya, Timao is almost at the border, very deep there, like Kipia and Meru County.
Tafadhali wananchi, tunawaomba wakati huu tushirikiane sisi wote, tuhakikishe kwamba tumejipatia uongozi ambao unatusaidia. Mimi nataka kuwauliza swali la mwisho kabla hatujatoka hapa. Tutakuwa na nafasi ya kuwa pamoja. Mimi nitashinda hapa. Hapa ndio itakuwa base yangu hapa. Kila mtu hapa ndio nitaishi hapa. Na yule mtu ambaye anafikiri, hata wale ambao walikuwa wanasema, na niwaambie hapa leo, wale watu ambao walikuwa wanasema eti wataoga na schools hapa Meru, eti tusikuja hapa kwa mkutano, tafadhali nimewaambia hivi, tutakuja Meru, nyinyi yoga na schools tutapatana huko. Utakubali maneno kama haya? Hapana, eti tunatishwa. Utishwe eti tuwezi kwenda mahali tutaoga na schools. Nyinyi mnakubali hao? Mnakubali eti watu wakuje kutuzunguka hapa? Basi sasa tutakuja hapa tukae na nyinyi, sababu sisi ni ndugu zetu. Tutakaa hapa tuongee na nyinyi mambo ya uongozi wa nchi hii, na wale ambao wanataka kuleta gunzi watulete, tupatane nao hapa, alafu wapatane na nyinyi hapa. Ama namna gani? Tutakuja na mkiwaona mpatane na nyinyi, kwani nyinyi si wanaume? Hapana, tutakutana hapa na wao, sisi tutakuja. Huyu kijana ananiambia waletwe, tuko tayari. Tuko tayari? Waletwe, tuko tayari.
I've observed the following, my own assessment of today's tour of Matiang'i to Meru. Number one, there is high possibility, very high possibility, that Peter Munya and Fred Matiang'i are likely to work together. And because Fred Matiang'i will have to get a running mate from the mountain, I can predict that his running mate is going to be none other than Peter Munya. I'm saying this because we all remember that at some point, William Ruto wanted Matiang'i and Peter Munya to join his cabinet. The two declined. Is there something which they know, which we don't? So the truth is, based on today's tour, I'm persuaded that Peter Munya and Matiang'i are likely to be on the same ticket, one as a presidential candidate, and of course, Matiang'i has already declared his interest of running for the presidency. Peter Munya has not declared. So I want to assume that Peter Munya is going to be that candidate. There's something I've been observing. The moment Fred Matiang'i came back from the US, the other one, not this one, he was supposed to hold a rally in Meru. Peter Munya was supposed to be the host. I remember he did analysis about it. But before they could go there, Wamunyoro, Rigathi, went ahead of them. That's how they canceled that trip. And this trip of Meru has always been on the radar for a long time. So Peter Munya is going to be a key player. And in my view, a running mate to Rigathi Gachagua. Why? Because both of them are allied to Uhuru Kenyatta. The second thing I'm getting from here, the second thing which is also obvious from today's tour, was the absence of Rigathi Gachagua's allies. Why do you think Rigathi Gachagua's allies decided to skip this event? When we all know that at some point we saw Rigathi and Matiang'i together in the US. Why do you think they skipped it? Either they skipped it, but for me, I think Matiang'i has decided that I'll start going to the mountain without Rigathi Gachagua. Remember, in the mountain, two camps have emerged. One allied to Rigathi, who have the upper hand as we speak, and another one allied to Uhuru Kenyatta. Matiang'i is viewed as an ally of Uhuru. That's why, was it the other day, I saw Matiang'i with Wamuchomba. And the reason Wamuchomba accompanied him, you can easily tell where they are, because Wamuchomba does not have kind words for Rigathi. So I'm looking at a situation where Matiang'i and the team has decided, let us go to the mountain without waiting for Rigathi Gachagua. That's number two. Number three, I'm also looking and seeing Uhuru Kenyatta's factor in Fred Matiang'i's politics from today. The truth of the matter is that Fred Matiang'i has a very high chance of winning the presidency of the Republic of Kenya. Everything is working in his favor if he will get this strategy right. Why am I saying this? Matiang'i is a Kisii. He has the support of the entire Gusii region. Mount Kenya has dumped William Ruto. And the question has always been, where will they vote? Who will they vote for? Where will they cast their vote? Matiang'i has high chances of winning the support of the mountain if Rigathi Gachagua will not be on the ballot. So it means he has the numbers. Of course, if he can strike a deal with, say, Kalonzo Musyoka, would be better for him. He has that chance. But there's a challenge in Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya is split right in the middle. I don't even think it's in the middle. There's Uhuru, there is Rigathi. The two gentlemen are not speaking the same language. So it's going to complicate the equation for Matiang'i, which will beg the question, can Rigathi Gachagua agree to support Matiang'i, who is perceived to be a candidate of Uhuru Kenyatta? How will that play local politics? Very important question. And lastly, maybe Rigathi. And lastly, I tend to think that Fred Matiang'i is determined. There's an element of determination to try and win the support of the mountain. That is why Fred Matiang'i is trying to focus more on Mount Kenya. The other day I saw Matiang'i popping up in some events and I was like, is this guy trying to copy what failed Polycarp Rigathi in Nairobi, where he would show up in Kibanda here, show up in Kibanda there. But now that he's holding these political rallies, for me, that's good for him. Maybe I need to explain to you guys why Peter Munya is actually the ideal running mate for Fred Matiang'i. Because even in the last election, I never believed in Martha Karua delivering for Raila. I believe that if Raila had picked, say, Peter Munya, if he had picked Peter Munya, I believe Mount Kenya East would have voted differently. Because if you look at the way the presidential votes came in, Mount Kenya East voted in favor of Raila Odinga more than West, where he had high hopes in. So I don't know what you think, but there's that determination by Matiang'i. Because if you remove Mount Kenya from Matiang'i, do you think his bid is viable? I doubt. Because without Mount Kenya, Matiang'i is going to lose in so many ways. I don't know what you think. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.